everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Darkest Dungeon. Alright, so here we are. Darkest Incompetence. Let's dive into the Hamlet and see what awaits us. I have a good feeling, and that's never something you should have with this game.
The degeneracy of the Hamlet is nothing, I fear, when compared to the condition of surrounding acres.
I guess it's good to have that big picture information. I need to talk to this town crier. I didn't need to know about this buzzing. Okay, so here we are. We have 22 busts, 8 portraits, 5 deeds, 14 crests, and 0 shards. This must be something from the DLC. I'm not familiar with it. And we do have a pretty reasonable party of people here. But we need to swap out some people. Hey, Hunting Wall, how's it going? Ori, Baby Yoda, good evening, everybody. So glad to have you here for this. I need as many friends as I can get to not be overcome by gloom when facing this dismal-looking chateau. Hunting, I at one point had a 1,000 chess rating, but that was many moons ago. My skills have fallen apart. Alright, so I think the safest thing to do would be to just embark and see what is available. Well, look at this. We've moved up on the ruins and can now do some different types of encounters. This one here would give us a orange item. Yeah, Baby Yoda, this game is really, really cool. The art style is amazing. It's kind of like a very brutal 4-party turn-based RPG with randomly created dungeon encounters for you to go through, but you'll see what unfolds as we attempt to do anything. So if we kill a necromancer apprentice, we could go for this, but I don't know if we're ready for that. We could also cleanse an area by trying to kill all the enemies, or we could explore. Now, unfortunately, all of these are medium length, which means we have to take... It is awesome, Baby Yoda. The cool thing about this game, too, is it's been out for a while, and it's sold a whole bunch of copies, so it goes on sale all the time. And so if you ever want to pull the trigger on it, I'm sure Steam or Good Old Games or, some game retailer would have it for cheap. Now, medium means I'm going to have to face a campfire situation, and it also means I can't really take anybody in who has any significant stress level, which you wouldn't want to do anyway, but it looks like I'm going to be trying my man here. Let me look at this guy again. So this is the Flagellant, and I've never used this guy before. He has a bloody hood over his eyeballs, which is scary. Ori, I bit the cookie because I'm hungry for a cookie. He has necromania, which you never want to see that. But he has low stress. And then we've got, just don't let them die, dude, says the ancestor. Hey, Peacock, how's it going, my friend? Yeah, you're right. That's the whole goal. We already have put some people in the graveyard, though. It's getting... We had an unlucky Houndmaster. And then we have this bounty hunter who we can put in the back row. So what we could do with this party is something like this. And we would be okay. We have no healing. And that's a real issue. But, hey, I ain't worried. I'm going in. We've got lots of damage with this crew. And actually, to be honest, I'm pretty sure this guy, he's got weird reconstruction. So we do have some healing if we have to have it. We have no stress healing, but you don't generally have that all the time anyway. At least I don't early in the game. So let's provision. We're going medium. So we have the firewood, and that means we need to take a lot of food. And I mean a lot. I'm going to take, like, full food just to not mess up. Peacock, I'm okay with a good amount of back seating. If you want to, like, just give me a clue here or there, that would be great. I've never beaten this game. So I don't necessarily want spoiler, but if you have strategy, that would be amazing. Any advice, Peacock would be nice. I'm gonna go with like 16 torches, just all kinds of torches. This is a medium run. We have 1 holy water. I'll take 2. I'll take a key. I'll take a shovel. I'll take bandages. I'll take herbs. You got some quotes from the ancestor? Ori knows the ancestor. Alright. I think this looks good. What do you guys think? You okay with this lineup of provision? I'm spending a lot of money here. Gray, what's up, my friend? Well, Gray, I'm going on a medium run. So I should put the Flagellant then ahead of the Crusader in the lineup? In the first spot? This is my lowest stress group, so I'm going with it. I got a bounty hunter, a, you know, dark magician man, a Flagellant, and a Crusader. I'm doing a medium run, and so this is the lineup. I brought 24 food. Ori, that's funny. I brought 16 torches. I have 1 key, 1 shovel, 1 bandage, and 1 herb, and 2 holy water. I could pick up another key. I might have already gone overboard on supplies, but the last time I did a medium run, I didn't bring enough food, and it was annoying. So I'm just going all in. Anything glaring that I'm missing? Or do you think this is square? I feel pretty okay about this. I have a 25% base scouting chance. We're doing the ruins on a medium run, and this is a we're just trying to explore, basically. Gamed off, my friend. You know what? I think that's a good pick. Another bandage. Let's do it. Okay. Yeah, I think 24 probably is too much food, but I always like, even just getting 1 hit point back sometimes can be nice. For me, I'm not, like, the best player at this, as you guys know, and so I tend to err on the side of, like, a little bit inefficiency just to make sure that I have enough supplies, but as I get more comfortable, I can dial this back a bit. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, nice, Ori. Is that a free photo editing, like image editing software?
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
Yeah. I mean, when someone says pace out the halls of your lineage, and you go to the front door of your house, and it looks like this, there's some bad stuff going on. I will say, at first you're like, okay, I have a mansion, that's really exciting. But then you think of the upkeep that this would cost, and that's terrible. And then You see that the front doors have been bashed in, and I'd probably abandon ship. I mean, front doors of this size, what do you think front doors like this of solid wood would cost to get installed, hung, and made? Like 10,000? Yeah, Ori, I think it's a masterpiece, my friend. I can't wait to put it on the channel. All right, here we go. So, we need to hit all the rooms, right? Well, no, not all, but 90%. And so if 90% is the case, unfortunately, I'm going to have to do some serious backtracking. I think I can get away with not doing these two, but I'm going to have to go all the way down to here, and then back, and then around and down. So let's get into it. Alright, let's see. Oh my sweet Moses.
Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
No. Because he likes stress, is that right? Yeah, I have to get my head around that this guy actually likes stress. I also have to get my head around the fact that his hand is covered in blood and he has a spiked bracelet. Unreal. This is the kind of dude who's great for going into a dungeon like this and is not someone you'd want to be associated with in any other context. Derekai, what's up, my friend? How you doing? So this is the confessional booth. Is this a curio that's worth interacting with? Is it just a random, like, you might... Oh, is that right, Game Duff? I'm gonna have to get into it. I love the lore in games. I'm actually getting into that more recently. A forsaken confession booth. It hasn't been used in years. I'm sure I could holy water it. Alright, Derek. Well, we'll take it. Any kind of decent feeling we can take in this game. I see. Probably the occultist needs serious healing. Now, this is me being slow, but I see that below the holy water, there's a little circle, and then there's a glowing icon here. Does this indicate to me, like, is the game remembering that this works in this situation? And like the question mark means that I've never tried it before with this curio. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Alright, so I am going to use some. The ritual relieves the hero. Yeah, so he healed 30 stress, which is actually a pretty big deal. Alright, let's torch it. Let's go in. Oh. At first, I saw the chest and no enemies, and I was like, yes. Then this happened. Okay, so we got a bounty hunter. We can collect the bounty. We can mark for death, and we can finish him. Mm-hmm. What do you guys think? With the bounty hunter, do you like to mark, or is that just a waste? Should I just hit somebody? These guys look like regular dudes, so I don't know if it's like worth 2 turns to start doing damage. I should probably start doing damage right away, right? I see. That's a good point, Gray, and I don't know if multiple people here even care about Mark. I don't think that they do. So, I guess I just do this, and let's just try to take down this soldier. He's been shot in the elbow. He's pleased. Okay, so I have Endure, I have Reign of Sorrows, and I have Punish. Wow, that's amazing, Ori. I'd say they've made their money now. Punish would be good for just finishing the Bone Soldier, but I think the Crusader is going to do that anyway. Ah, that's a great point, Gray. Yeah, so I'm not going to do a lot of damage with bleeding. Well, whatever. Let's hit these guys. Do a little bit of damage. And then let's bring down the Abyssal Artillery on these guys. There you go.
Strike.
Nice. A singular strike, indeed. They're really going for that poor guy. Alright, we're going to need to do some weird reconstruction on that guy. Alright. This guy has 3 hit points left, so I'm just going to Zealous Accusation and kill him.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
So... let's see. Let me try to understand this ability. Exsanguinate. Bleed 5 points a round for 3 rounds. And this heals him, so I can actually heal him up for 34% of max HP. And we can, like, hit this guy. So let me see how this works. So yeah, he healed for 8, but now he has a debuff, which means he receives less healing for a bit. That's really interesting. What an interesting character. Alright, let's finish off that turkey.
Falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Alright, and then let's just give these guys the tentacles again. Oh, I thought for sure we would have killed that guy. Oh, that's a good dodge. That's a good dodge. Alright, I think I need a Zealous Accusation just to get these corpses out of here. I did not get the corpses out of there. Yeah, Baby Yoda, I think the thing with Among Us, from what I understand, is that because of the quarantine from COVID, people were craving social game to just interact with their friends, and that game like filled the game as like a party game, and it caught like wildfire. All right. Well, let me at least kill this guy.
Decimated.
Decimated, that's right. Okay. So, even though he's getting a minus, I am going to try to heal the Flagellant. This might be a mistake. That worked out okay. Oh man, these dodges have been amazing. Peacock, that's right, dude. I'm just like, I'm pulling out my scroll, and I am reading off some kind of holy diatribe against dead skeletons. And it's hurting them. It's a beautiful game that we're playing here. Alright. It at least hits this guy. It doesn't hurt him with the bleed, but it does some damage to him. Alright, here comes the Zealous Accusation. Now we pull this guy forward at the very least. And we can just... Hopefully this works. Alright, we need 5 damage, Bounty Hunter. Can you do it? That is exactly 5 damage. Confidence certainly surges. Oof, we needed that. Alright. So, this chest... I have 1 key. I guess I should probably use it now. Right? I mean, there's no point sandbagging it. Here I go. We get a portrait, 4 crests, and 100 gold. Yeah, I think you're right, Gray. I should have taken more keys because they're always good. They're so helpful. Because just from preventing the trap, it's almost worth it. Alright. So, we scouted, which is terrific. And we can maybe try to disarm this trap. That could be a huge scout right there. Whenever I detect a trap with a scout, I feel great. Alright, we're going to open this with the Crusader.
Wealth beyond measure.
Wow.
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Alright, well, we can take this. Can I just read this? Blood-soaked pages torn from a journal. They are sleeping. I am kept from slumber by a distinct stream of whispers, as if carried by the currents and waves of the sea. I have not told them that most of my flesh has sloughed off, revealing a strange silvery membrane. I keep myself covered. That's a good idea. They questioned me when I ate the meat raw at campfall and found my response difficult to understand. Good. Luckily, you're able to still write in this nice script. I suppose it would be best to explain my condition when they awaken. Then they would be convinced of my urgency to leave and find aid in the Hamlet. Oh, my friend, yes, you will find aid in the Hamlet. Trust me. It's just... the Hamlet and aid are pretty much synonymous. So you're in a great place. I don't think I can unfortunately keep this, because I don't want to drop anything right now. So I'm just going to leave that behind. Alright, so there's a trap coming up. Who's the best at the trap, huh? Alright, you got 60, 40, 80, 60. Alright, dude. Take care of it. Take care of it. Wait, let's collect ourselves. You're going to collect yourself right here, right now. Disarmed. That is the first trap I've disarmed. This play. And I'm so happy about it. Didn't get hurt, relieved some stress. That's how it's supposed to be done. Let's light a torch to celebrate.
Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
I love how the narrator is like, as the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and immediately the occultist gets stressed out. I don't think his spirit got lifted. I know, wouldn't... I'm with you, Peacock. It's been rough, dude. Oh boy. Nice dodge. Oh no. Oh no. We should run, he says. Alright, so what we're gonna do is, we luckily, even though this ability is super weak, we have some stuff that we can use on back row fools with this party. I'm gonna stun one of these guys just to prevent their damage for a turn. Wait, this isn't wine. That's right. The flagellum doesn't even know what's happening. I don't even know if he can see. Somebody's just thrown something on him. Oh, is that right, Gray? That's an interesting point.
Press this advantage.
Oh, man, that was unreal. Good job with those tentacles. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm sorry, Baby Yoda. I have to start late. I'll try to get some daytime stuff going. Oh my goodness gracious, he is seriously low. Alright, let's collect a bounty on this guy.
Continue the onslaught.
And then
Destroy them all.
I really, really want to heal. How many hit points do you have? 1? Okay. I'm going to heal. That worked out okay. Wow, Peacock. That is a significant sum. Ow. Alright. Let's see if we can, I want to stun this guy now just so I can try to heal up. Hey. I appreciate all of you guys joining whenever you can, GameDoff, Ori, Baby Yoda, Peacock Gray. It is so good to have you here whenever you can be here. You're a hoarder in games and real life? Hey, there's nothing wrong with hoarding money. That's like, means you're a dragon, right? Alright, so I don't want to do anything with this guy right now. I'm gonna mark him. He's been marked. And then now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try the weird reconstruction. Oh, we got 10 ball. That is terrific. And we'll just go ahead and punish this guy. Boom.
As victories mount,
Take it all.
so too will resistance.
Oh, calm yourself. Okay.